Hi guys. I've been wanting to make a video, I just never really got around to doing so. It's 2:23 in the morning. I woke up around 11, so I've been up for a couple hours. I was up all day, and then I took a nap unexpectedly. I guess that was around 7 or so. So I basically already slept. So I don't know if I'll be up for a while or not. But hopefully you don't mind this pillow talk kind of thing right here. I got pillows, I got blankets. It's like a comfy talk. Maybe I'll make this a series type of thing on my channel that we can just lay and talk. I talk. You can listen. You can comment if you want. Also, someone was asking me to do a Mandela Effect video on how our kidneys may not have been in the place where they're supposed to be. And I was like, are you serious? Because I thought the person was trolling me. But they were serious. They showed me a diagram and I was like, I don't know. I never really paid mind to where my kidneys are. As funny and stupid as that sounds. But yeah, I just never really paid mind to that kind of detail, so I said I wouldn't make a video about it because I feel like people think I'm even more crazy than what I am, and I just wouldn't have the information. But I do like watching other Mandela Effect videos. Also, my computer's gonna get all loud. I have Google Chrome open and iMovie open. I'm trying to think of what I want to talk about, because I have other things in my mind that I could talk about. I'm trying to pick between which things here. So, I think I'll go with, that. Still picking. I feel like even though we're only a few months into 2018, it's people are testing me, man. I don't know what it is, but I had an ex on Facebook trying to add me. I had an ex on Facebook that I talked to back in November decide that he wants to say that he loves me still and everything. That was nice at first, and then I got a little sassy. And I was basically like, well, you say that you love me and everything, but that was 5 years ago that we dated. Back in 2013 is when it was over. So, the fact that you want to say that you love me now, it's you don't really know who I am as a person now. So, can't really love someone you don't know, and that's basically what I left it as. And he was like, that's true. And he hasn't replied since. It's just, I feel like it's a lot of little things that end up adding up to that. It makes me get in a weird mood. So it's even if it's not always something directly to me or at me, it still affects me anyway, because some people I know are going through things right now, and it makes me worry for them as well. So, right now, one of my best friends is having a really hard time, and I'm trying to be there for that person. If they're watching, they know who they are, though. And let's see. For the lighthearted, good thing about today was that I got to be on a Skype call for a long time. And I got my art from my MView done because I was asking who's a good artist, and I got a profile picture made. It's really good. Really, really pretty. The artist made me my avatar Alice in Wonderland, and I have a little Cheshire cat on my shoulder because my friend wanted to be in the picture too. it was just really nice. So I have been finding some people, not even trying to, but I somehow found some people that shop from my shop on IMView, and they add me, and that's all good and dandy. And it's weird because it's like I don't know where I stand on that site. I don't know like how well people have heard of me or know me. I just don't think that highly of myself that like even though my shop says pro, it's like I don't know who really knows me or knows about me or has heard of me. Like I don't know where I stand with any of that. If I find anybody that supports me, I'm like super duper grateful for it, and it makes my day. Even if I find one person that's like, oh, I love your hairs, blah, blah. It's cool. I had a person, I already made a video about this before. I think it was like the last video I actually posted, where I was saying how my one friend, well, ex-friend, keeps contacting me. I don't know what else I can do besides go to my provider for my like phone service. So I don't remember if I said in the video, but I think it was even after I filmed. They messaged me again saying, I miss you, can we be friends? And it's like, I'm too drained to reply to you, dude. Like, there's nothing good is gonna come of it if I reply, so I just don't reply. It'll tell me that it's a one blocked SMS thing, but I still get the messages. I just try not to click on them anymore. What else can I talk about? This is almost like a life updates video. I'm gonna be getting a PS3 that my sister is giving to me because they don't use it. So I'm gonna be playing Soul Calibur 5. I don't really care for Soul Calibur 5, really, but it's what I got, and it's basically free, so I'm gonna play it. I mean, it's a good game, and I still love the Soul Calibur, like, I don't know if you would call it a series or a saga, or what you would call it, but I love Soul Calibur games. It's just I noticed in the 5th one is when they were trying to like replace some of the original characters, and I didn't like that. But other than that, I still like the game. Also, my eyeshadow is actually a highlighter. And I just put glitter on top of it. It might be like my new thing that I do. Tomorrow's Friday. I work Friday. I was gonna watch my niece and nephews. They're 15 and 16, so they don't really have to be watched. It's just so, like, we know that nothing happens to them if their mom's away. So, she even told me that I could work, like, to not skip out on work if I was offered to work, because I just have to check on them periodically. So it should be fine. Plus, my mom would be on the property, so she could go check on her grandkids if that was a thing. I feel like there is more I want to talk about. I'm sure there's something, I just have to think. Oh yeah. There's someone on IMView that has been on my friends list for a long time, and I'm getting warned that they're like this person that like uses girls, and like they don't like finish your art, or if they like give it to you, it's not gonna be good, stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know how all the fucking time whenever I have someone on my friends list that they end up being like a shady or shitty person, and it's like they're all nice and everything, you wouldn't think anything of it. Just it goes to show, like, you don't really know them, so they could really be capable of anything. But yeah, nice guy. I still don't really know if I can believe the person that contacted me, except for the fact that I got screenshots. which is like somewhat stable proof, even though screenshots can be edited now, and I don't know what to think. But I told them, I was like, you know what, I don't know if I'm gonna remove this person, but I won't buy art from them for now, just to make sure. Okay. Needed my water. Okay. So what else was I going to talk about? Keep nitpicking through my head. It's just a lot of things that like get in my mind and stay stuck, and then it makes me feel weird. I don't know. There's these two people on MVU that I made as friends. They're not a couple, but they like each other, so it's really weird. And I feel like whenever they would visit me, it's like they could talk to each other. So I told the guy that, but it's just like I feel like a third wheel. But that's not a big deal. The main thing on my mind right now is one of my best friends that is going through the hard time. And Zane was upset earlier at like seeing that. You don't want to see the person that's close to you like hurting. Is my eyeliner uneven on one side? I'll keep looking at it. I think it is a little bit, actually. Let's sit up. Actually, I'm gonna get my phone and use it as a light because it's that dark. So yeah, I might be up a while. For a little bit, Zane and I weren't really talking because I mean, thinking of it now, it does sound a little silly, but it's just like I'm a really, like, what's the word? Open person. So I try not to hide anything, and one day I didn't see, like, that he was in a room or anything of his own. Turns out he was, and that's all fine and dandy, but, like, I felt like I wasn't included, and I didn't know why I didn't know about it, so it just really upset me. We didn't talk for a couple of days, because it's like, I always have my location open and stuff. So that was like the start of everything, when like the start of one thing being after another, because it's like all these people from high school are adding me, and I get paranoid thinking like, what do they want? Why are they adding me? We didn't even talk all that much back then. Like, why are they talking to me now? Why are they trying to talk to me now? Then my asshole of an ex trying to add me on Facebook, and then the ex that is trying to tell me that he loves me, and it's like all these things just keep adding up, and I don't get why. Like, we're only in March of 2018, and I feel like all these people want to fucking, like, test me and come back, and then I have to worry about if the guy that is basically harassing me is like still gonna try to bother me or not. And then my friend is like really hurt, and I don't know, it's just like a multitude of things that feel like a one big like clusterfuck. And then it's just like my own mental shit where I still think about the person that left me like 9 months ago, yet they're still on my mind somehow. But I'm not here like trying to talk to them, so I can't tell you if it's normal or not that I still think about this person, but what I can say is like I know the feeling. I know how it feels to like miss somebody and want to talk to them really badly and all that stuff. I get it. But if you're gonna harass them when they made it clear to you that you don't want to talk to them, then you just like have to leave them alone. And then there's also where my twinnie, she's been really down and really hurt, and it's been 4 months, and she's getting really bad thoughts. She has a son, and I like worry for her safety and her mental health. Because there's the people that like won't do the shit they say they're gonna do, and then there's people who have already done it and already like hurt themselves. And that's when you really shouldn't underestimate them. Because if they want to do it, they might actually do it. That's why you gotta try to prevent it as best you can. So I'm just trying to be there for her too. So you know what I mean? And it's like I don't want to be that person that always has like drama around or whatever. But I can't really help what other people are thinking and feeling. All I can really do is be there. And that's what I'm trying to do. So it's not even so much of like what's going on with me. But yeah, I used to think like, oh, like once everyone in my like group is down, they're down. And I didn't really count myself in that because I thought for a bit that like I wasn't that close with them. Now that I'm like back to being close with them, it's like it's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing that we all get upset, because then it like sucks for everybody. But the thing is that if someone gets hurt or upset and then we all feed off that energy and like it just kind of makes everyone a little down, it's usually because we care so much for that person that it sucks seeing them hurt. So yeah, I am really, really worried for my one friend. So I'm trying to think if there's like anything else on my mind that I could blab about. There might be something, but I don't really have it in my mind. But if you guys are on IMView, you should check out the username Obedience. It's just the word Obedience. And she's a really good artist. She's the one that made my profile picture. And if you were to go on IMView and if you knew my name, you could see it. But she made my really pretty picture. She made it like whimsical, but kind of gothy at the same time. Dressed me up as Alice from Alice in Wonderland. You can't really see it too much because of the chest, but it's like, it has the little blue straps, it has the little white part of the dress, you can tell that it was like Alice in Wonderland inspired. I have the little inverted moon on my forehead, because that's what I always wear. She put black lipstick on me. I got the little cat. My character is blinking, because I wanted us both to be blinking, the little cat and my character, my Abby. But she was like, I tried having the cat blink and it didn't look as good as what I thought it would. So she did this thing where like the Cheshire Cat, like disappears and pops back on my shoulder. And it's really cute. And it was only 10,000 credits for that. And for like everything she added to the picture and the animation, that's a really good deal. Because she was charging 7,000 for just like someone by themselves, and then for a couple pictures it would be 14,000. But it's like, my picture technically isn't really a couple picture. It is supposed to be just me, but my friend wanted to be on the picture too, and I said, okay, we'll use you as like a little cat because Cheshire's in the username, so let's have it be the Cheshire Cat. So 10,000 for everything on that picture, so that's not bad. I've been working more and more. I have like little piles of money like that are folded like this, just like everywhere around the room. This will be like my 5th time maybe in a row now that they have needed me for work, so I'm not complaining. I always feel weird when people are like, oh, are you going to college? And then it's almost like they look down upon you when you say no. And then it's like, okay, then what do you do with your time? What do you like to do? And it's like, I like to create on IMView, and they don't know what that is. And then it's like, the guy that I was talking to at the bar, he was like, are you making money off it? I was like, no, I could, but I'm not. And he's like, well, if you really like doing it and it's a hobby, why wouldn't you make money off it? It's a no-brainer at this point. And I was like, maybe I will look into making money off it. And then next thing I know, I mention it to somebody, they show me proof that like IMView disabled this person for no fucking reason, and they just don't want to pay the people. So that kind of jogged my memory as to why I didn't try to do that already. So I only make credits on IMView. I don't make any cash. I have to spend cash to get credits sometimes, but credits are what I get. No money. But it's okay, because it's like, even if I worked at the bar more often, and if I wasn't like not on the books, I wouldn't make as much as I do now because of the tax deductions and stuff. This is all like pure from the register, purely from the people, nothing's taken away from it, but I get my $100 or $90 or $120 a night when I go. So I'm content with my pay. Kind of sucks they don't need me like every weekend, but pretty much for the most part lately, it almost has been every weekend for the past few times. So let's hope that cash flow keeps coming in. My sleeping has been a little weird the past few days, because it's like some nights I won't want to sleep at all and I'll just stay up, and then sometimes it's like, okay, I'll go to sleep early, wake up at 5:30 or something in the morning, then I end up napping later in the day. So I can't really win. Either I'm up and I didn't sleep, or I did sleep and I'm up early, and either way I'm probably gonna fall asleep again. So that's what my sleeping's like right now. I made a hair on my MVU called Nocturnal, pretty much because I feel nocturnal. And yeah, if there is anything else on my mind, I can't even think to talk about it, because I feel like I nitpicked through and I've been picking all the things to talk about. But yeah, the other day, I was really overwhelmed with the whole ex-boyfriend messaging me thing. And then it's like one of my friends came in and he's like saying exes are exes for a reason. I was like, could you not? Like, he doesn't really know that ex at all. So the fact he was giving input wasn't doing any good for me, and it was like stressing me out. He's one of those people where I like having him around, and I appreciate him, but I feel like I have to like make sure he behaves, because he's kind of troublesome a little bit. So yeah, I just felt really overwhelmed, and I was like mad that I was overwhelmed, and it was just a really weird feeling to have. But hey, at least I'm healthy, right? At least I'm not like, I don't know, I could have worse things. I feel like my problems are just little minuscule problems, but to me they feel like a lot at the time. I kind of have a lot of emotions. It's one of the people that dated me a while back told me was that I had big emotions. I guess I do. It's better than not having any emotions. I would rather feel the way I feel than to not feel at all. I don't like hiding the way I feel. Also, I wanted to do a little side rant. I thought about doing an actual video just like all to this topic, but I don't think I'm going to. Since I'm already here, I might as well mention it. When the person was messaging me on IMView about the artists that I have on my friends list and telling me not to go to them, he tried to be like telling me this person's gender in real life. And I was like, okay, you don't need to like out this person. That's not cool. I'm sorry because they claim they were bullied and shit by this person. I was like, I'm sorry that you went through that and that's not right. But you to out them also isn't right. Because it kind of isn't like your best favor to out somebody. Because one, I mean, it's fucked up. And two, it's like, even though they did all this shit to you, you're not the better person or bigger person here because you're doing something really malicious back. I get the whole revenge is sweet thing or whatever, but like, I feel like karma bites people in the ass for stuff like that. So I don't know. You tell me if you disagree or agree if that person outing the artist that I was told not to go to is right or not. I don't think anything that either of them did to each other is okay. My legging keeps like riding up. So yeah, I know there was like some transphobic people and things of all that kind of nature. And I also have come across people that like know someone close to me is trans, and they say their name, but then they say the gender that isn't their pronoun, like, you know, he, him, his, her. Someone wants to be a girl, okay, but then you still call them a boy even though you know they're transitioning or that they are trans. I don't get that. It's like, okay, you see the girl's name is like Monica, but the birth name was Joe. So you're like still saying Joe even though you know Joe is Monica now. So why are you still doing that? You say Monica, but then you say he in the same sentence and say Monica is a girl. So why are you calling Monica a he? That kind of thing. I caught some people that I know doing that, and I don't say anything, but it's like, you know that person doesn't want to be called a he anymore, right? Or they don't want to be called a she anymore. I just don't get it, because it's like, are you doing that on purpose, or do you not mean to? Because two totally different things. And it's really disrespectful if you're not going to call someone the pronouns that they want to be called. You don't have to like that they're trans, you don't have to understand it or anything. You just have to respect. Like, if I want to be called Emily, call me Emily. That's my birth name. I don't have any other name that I, like, want to be called except Emmy, because that's short for Emily, kind of. I heard M way too many times in my life, and only a few people get away with that know me. So I like being called Emmy. But if I have powder in my pocket. Revlon. So if you're on purpose, like purposely, if you're intentionally calling someone something that they don't want to be called, that's not respectful, that's disrespectful. So there you go. If you didn't know you're doing that, or you do know you're doing that, now you know not to do that. And if you're doing it on purpose, shame on you. And I think that's all. I ranted for a little over a half hour and just talked about everything and anything, I think. I hope. And I'm not going to edit this, I'm just going to upload it as it is. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.